Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. We're headed to the Astrodome once again today in Houston, Texas, for a 1986 matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the Houston Astros. It is July 28th, 1986. I don't have the historical score available for this matchup, but we are at the Astrodome for a game between the Atlanta Braves and the Houston Astros. The last time we were at the Astrodome on the channel was the 1985 National League Championship Series. The Astros were busy losing Game 2 of that series on their way to eventually dropping 4 straight to the eventual World Series champion, the Montreal Expos. Troy Sawyer is first to join us here at the Astrodome. Morning, Troy. How's it going? So we'll see if the Astros can pick up a little bit of redemption here. I will mention that this will be the last game of Payoff Pitch Baseball on the channel before we get to the 2001 demo game. That will be the day after Christmas. But let's jump right into this one, as the fans are filing into the Astrodome for a little Saturday morning baseball. So let's give them a great game. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros is Bob Knepper. 17-12 with a 3.14 ERA. 258 innings pitched, 232 hits, 19 home runs, 62 strikeouts, and 62 walks, and 143 strikeouts in 1986. Here's the lineup he's charged with keeping in check. We've got Bill Sample. I'm going to bring the score sheet over so I can actually track where everybody's at. As I was saying, we've got Bill Sample in right field, Ken Griffey's in left field, Dale Murphy's in center field, Bob Horner's at first base, Rafael Ramirez is at third base, Andres Thomas is at shortstop, Bruce Benedict is catching, Glenn Hubbard's at second base, and our starting pitcher, Doyle Alexander, uses pitcher hitting card 9. Leading off today, we've got the right fielder, Bill Sample. Bob Knepper is a lefty. Sample had 4 home runs and 10 walks against left-handed pitching in 1986. We are using orange and white and blue and white dice. Astros are the home team. Astros looking for some redemption from the 1985 NLCS. Will they get it? Knepper looking in at the sign from Alan Ashby. The only way to find out if the Astros will get redemption for 1985 is for Knepper to wind up, kick, and throw the first pitch in this game. And we will get started off with an in-play 99. That's going to be way too high to do anything with it. That'll get lifted into left field. Coming under that one for the Astros is going to be Jose Cruz. 1 down, and we are underway here at the Astrodome. Once again, no digital diamond today. I am looking into options to replace that. I'm actually looking at Action Replay Baseball pretty hard for a stat keeper. It looks like the manual entry on that is going to be phenomenal. Coming to the plate next is the left fielder, Ken Griffey. 3 home runs, 5 walks against left-handed pitching in 86. Knepper will get the sign from Ashby once again. He will set, and he will pitch. That is going to be a tough 21, and a tough 21 is going to be a called strike 3 on Griffey. He will be retired on strikes, 2 down in the inning. Here is the center fielder, Dale Murphy. 9 home runs, 32 walks against left-handed pitching in 86. Knepper gets the sign from Ashby. He will set, here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 8, that's going to be a tough 44. And Murphy's going to get sat down on strikes as a changeup catches the black for strike 3. That will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Braves here in the bottom of the first. Score is now Atlanta 0, Houston coming to bat. Starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves, Doyle Alexander. While he was with the Braves, 6-6 with a 3.84 ERA, 117 innings pitched, 135 hits, 9 home runs, 17 walks, and 74 strikeouts in 86. We will take a look at the lineup that he is charged with keeping in check in this one. Leading off for the Braves, we've got Bill Duran at second base, Billy Hatcher in center field, Denny Walling at third base, Glenn Davis at first base, Kevin Bass is in right field, Jose Cruz is in left field, Alan Ashby's catching, Craig Reynolds is the shortstop, and Bob Nepper, the pitcher, hits off a pitcher hitting card number 3. Leading off for the Astros, as I mentioned, is the second baseman, Bill Duran. Against right-handed pitching, 3 home runs, 56 walks in 86. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 4, that's going to be a patient 34, and Duran is plenty patient to work a walk out of the at-bat. Here's Billy Hatcher. Billy Hatcher had 3 home runs, 9 walks against left-handed pitching. Infield will go to double play depth. Duran is a C. We've got a C, C2. Fair chance to steal. Duran is not going anywhere. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 9, that's going to be an in-play 63. That'll be too high to do anything with. 63 is going to get lifted into right field. Sample will get under that one for out number 1 in the inning. Here's the third baseman, Denny Walling. 13 home runs, 30 walks against right-handed pitching in 86 for Walling. Alexander looking in at Benedict for the sign. He will set, looks over to Duran, he will kick, and he will pitch. 6, that's going to be a tough 41, and that's going to be too high. That's going to get popped up on the infield. Into foul territory goes Ramirez. He will make the catch for out number 2. And here's the first baseman, Glenn Davis. 19 home runs, 36 walks against right-handed pitching in 86. Alexander gets the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 4, that's a patient 11. He's plenty patient to work a walk out of the at-bat. Suddenly we've got 2 on, 2 outs. And here's Kevin Bass. Kevin Bass, the right fielder, had 8 home runs, 31 walks against right-handed pitching in 86. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict, and a little bit of a jam here in the bottom of the first. Alexander will set, and he will pitch. Let's see, 7 is going to be an in-play 32, and Bass is going to come through with a single. Runner on first, that'll drop in front of the left fielder for a base hit. Runner on second scores. So Bass will get the Astros on the board first, as Duran will come in to score. Davis will go to first. So Davis will go to second. Bass will go to first. 1-0 Astros. Stadium cheers. Yay! Here's the left fielder, Jose Cruz. 8 home runs, 43 walks against right-handed pitching in 86. Alexander looking in at Benedict for the sign. Fans here at the Astrodome happy with what they see so far. Alexander will set, and he will pitch. 9, that's going to be an in-play 12. And Cruz is going to come through with a base hit of his own. A soft blooper into right field. So that'll be an S9. Davis will come in to score. Bass will go to first. Bass will go to second. Cruz will go to first. 2-0 in favor of the Astros as the hit parade continues. Stadium cheers. Yay! Here's Alan Ashby. Alexander looking a little bit shaky on the mound here. 5 home runs, 31 walks against right-handed pitching in 86. Alexander knows he's got to get this game under control and fast. He will get the sign from Benedict. and he will pitch. 9, that's going to be in play 66, and that's going to get bounced over to second. Grabbing that is going to be Hubbard. He will make the play himself, and that will retire the side. But the Astros strike first. 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 walks. 2-0 Astros after 1. Way too many 2s there for comfort as far as I'm concerned. Top of the second coming up brings Bob Horner to the plate for the Braves. 7 home runs, 20 walks against left-handed pitching in 86. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby. He will set, and he will pitch. 3, that's a tough 61, and that's going to get lifted into right field. Coming under that for the Astros is going to be Bass. He will make the play for out number 1. Here's the third baseman, Rafael Ramirez. 2 home runs, 9 walks against left-handed pitching in 86. Nepper looking in at Ashby for the sign once again. He will set, and he will pitch. 6, that's going to be a patient 65 against a lefty. He's not that patient. He wouldn't have been that patient against a righty either. That's going to get bounced over to second. Picking that up for the Astros is Duran. He will make the play. 2 outs in the inning. Here's Andres Thomas. 2 home runs, 1 walk against left-handed pitching in 86. Nepper trying to get a nice easy inning here. He will get the sign from Ashby, and he will pitch. 10, that's an in-play 69, and that's going to get bounced over to second. Once again, that will be Duran waiting for it there. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Braves here in the top of the second. Astros holding on to a 2-0 lead heading into the bottom of the second. Craig Reynolds, the shortstop, leading off the inning for the Astros. 6 home runs, 12 walks against right-handed pitching in 86. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. Astros would love a repeat of the first inning, minus the doing it all with 2 outs. Alexander will set, and he will pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 35, and that's going to get popped up on the infield. Going into foul territory for that will be Horner. He'll make the catch. 1 out in the inning. Here's Bob Nepper on pitcher hitting card number 3. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 8, that's going to be a tough 73, and that's going to be a called strike 3 on Nepper. 2 outs in the inning. Duran now taking his turn in the batter's box. Duran had a walk his first time up. Alexander having flashbacks to the first here. Let's see if he can get past them. With the sign from Benedict, Alexander will pitch. 7, that's an in-play 9, and it starts again. Duran will have a single. Here's Hatcher. Hatcher today is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Duran's a C2 as well. I suspect Benedict being behind the plate is going to keep a lot of the shenanigans on the base paths to a minimum for the Astros today. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is going to be an in-play 37. That's just a little bit too high. That's going to get popped up on the infield. Calling everybody off at shortstop is going to be Thomas. He will make the play, and that will retire the side. Much more to the Braves' liking. Nothing across except the single. 2-0 Astros after 2. Top of the third coming up brings us to the bottom of the Braves order. Here's Bruce Benedict. No home runs, 5 walks against left-handed pitching in 86. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 82. Way too high to do anything with that. That'll get bounced over to short. Waiting for that one is going to be Reynolds. He'll take that over to first. 1 out in the inning. And here's Glenn Hubbard. 1 home run, 29 walks against the left-handed pitching in 86. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby. He will set, and he will pitch. 9, that's a ballpark check, 68. For a righty is in play, though. And a 22 is going to be a base hit. Hubbard will get on with a leadoff single. We'll get on with a 1-out single. Whoop. Just making sure nothing froze up on me. Here's the pitcher, Doyle Alexander, hitting off a pitcher, hitting card 9. They're going to bring the corners in expecting the bunt, and I think they are going to bunt. I think they are going to have Alexander bunt. I believe we use the pitcher. It's been a while since I've done bunting in payoff pitch. I believe on the fax, you use the... I believe it's the pitcher's batting rating, so he's a B in this case. He's going to try a sacrifice bunt. That'll be a flip of a fac, and that will be a good sacrifice. So Hubbard will make it over to second. 2 outs in the inning, though. We'll say that was hit to... We'll roll for where that was hit. A 5 says that'll be hit to third base. The only play Walling will have was over to first to get Alexander. Here's Sample, though. Sample flew out his first time up. Hubbard waiting at first and is waiting at second with the first run for the Braves in his back pocket. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby, and he will pitch. 8. That's going to be a tough 3, and that first run for the Braves is going to sit there because that's going to be an ugly swing and a miss by Sample as he will go down on strikes to end the third. Nothing, a hit and a sacrifice hit, but the Braves aren't able to do anything with it as we get set for the bottom of the third. Yep. Bottom of the third brings us to the heart of the Astros order. Leading off is Walling. Walling today popped out his first time up. 2-0 Astros, bottom of the third. Fairly fast-moving game, I would say. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. Boxcars, oh boy. That's a wheelhouse 98. Ooh, just missed it against a righty, but that's going to be a long fly ball into right field. Getting under that one is going to be Sample. He'll be back to the track, but he's going to have room to make that catch for out number 1. Here's Davis. Davis today has a walk. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is going to be an in-play 17, and Davis is going to get on base with a 1-out single. Here's Bass. Bass is falling over at the plate. Bass today has a single. Infield will go to double play depth. Davis is a B2, which I think is anything other than... It's a normal chance he's also going to stay put. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 5. That's going to be an in-play 89. Too high to do anything with it. That'll get bounced over to short. Where Thomas is waiting for it. We're going to see if there's a double play on a 6 or less, because that's the lesser of the two. The Braves will get out of the inning. Thomas will get it. He'll throw that over. He'll throw it over to Hubbard at second. That'll get Davis. Hubbard will then make the pivot over to Horner at first. The relay will be in time. That'll be a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play, and the Astros will get nothing out of the inning except the hit. Still 2-0 Astros after 3. Stadium groans. Ugh. Top of the fourth coming up, and Ken Griffey, now the batter. Griffey struck out his first time up today. Nepper trying to hold down a 2-0 lead for the Astros. He will get the sign from Ashby. He will set, and he will pitch. 4, that's going to be an in-play 71. That's going to get grounded over to short. Waiting for that one for the Astros is Reynolds. He will make the play for out number 1. Here's Murphy. Murphy struck out looking his first time up. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 39, and against the lefty, that's going to be bounced right back to Nepper. He will take his time, throw it over to first, 2 outs in the inning. Here's Horner. Horner flew out to right his first time up. Nepper trying to protect this 2-0 Astros lead. He gets the sign from Ashby. He will set, and he will pitch. 3, that's a tough 32, and just at the top of his range, Horner will actually get a called strike 3 on him as a curveball catches the black for strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Braves here in the top of the fourth. Still 2-0 Astros as Nepper is putting on a show today. Leading off for the Astros in the bottom of the fourth is Cruz. Cruz today has a single. Alexander trying to keep this game where it is. He will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 6, that's going to be a tough 19, and that's going to be a pretty bad swing by Cruz as he'll swing through the high heat for strike 3 for out number 1. And here's Ashby. Ashby tonight grounded out his first time up. Or today, I should say. Alexander gets the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is going to be an in-play 54, and that'll be grounded over to third. Ramirez going to his left to get that one. He'll throw that across the horn. 2 outs in the inning. And here's Reynolds. Reynolds today popped out his first time up. 2-0 Astros, bottom of the fourth. Alexander trying to hold it where it is. He will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 42. That's going to be too high. That'll be bounced right back to Alexander. He will take his time, toss that over to Horner, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros here in the bottom of the fourth. Still 2-0 Astros after 4. No scoring ever since the Astros got 2 in the bottom of the first. I'm going to take a quick drink here before we continue with the top of the fifth. Top of the fifth coming up will bring Ramirez to the plate. Ramirez is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 78. That'll be way too high to do anything with it in play. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Hatcher will get under that one for the Astros. He'll make the play with no trouble. Out number 1. Here's Thomas in the batter's box. Thomas grounded out his first time up. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby once again. He will set, and he will pitch. 10, that's an in-play 33, and against a lefty, Thomas will get on with a 1-out single. Infield will go to double play depth. Batter now is Benedict. Benedict today is 0 for 1, he grounded out. Thomas is a D4. That is a normal chance. He's going to stay put. Question is, do they want to try a hit and run here? No, I think they're going to leave the bat in Benedict's hands. They're going to let the Braves are going to let him swing away. 2-0 Braves, but the tying run is at the plate. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 84. Maybe they should have tried the hit and run. That's going to be a grounder over to short. Let's see, 7 or 10, 7 or less. This is a double play. Reynolds has got it. He'll throw that over to Duran at second. That'll get Thomas. Duran will make the pivot over to Davis. The relay will be in time. That'll be a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Stadium cheers. Yay! Nothing to cross for the Braves except the single. Still 2-0 Astros as we get set for the bottom of the 5th. Fans here at the Astrodome really like what they see on Saturday morning baseball. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well here on the channel. Bottom of the 5th brings us to the bottom of the Astros order. Here's Nepper. Nepper struck out his first time up. 2-0 Astros, bottom of the 5th. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 20, and that'll be an ugly swing by Nepper, as he apparently remembers what the bat's for, but he can't do anything with it. 1 out in the inning. I think Nepper only remembers how to make sure batters avoid making contact, not how to make contact himself. Here's Duran. Duran today is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict once again. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 4 is a patient 77, and against a righty, Duran's going to smack that one. He'll have a double. Here's Hatcher. Hatcher today is 0 for 2. He's popped out and flown out. Right? Yes. Alexander looking nervously at Duran. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. Let's see, 11 is a ballpark check. 78 to a righty is in play, though. 16, though, against a righty is going to be a base hit for Hatcher. Line drive into center field. That'll get down. Duran will advance to second. Duran will go to third. Hatcher will go to first. And we've got runners at the corners with 1 out. And the batter now is Walling. Oh, boy. This is a call for the Astros, for the Braves. You bring the infield in. I think you've got to bring the infield in to try to keep the run from scoring. This is a very difficult situation here. Yeah, okay. So the Braves are going to try to keep the runner from scoring. And the throw, well, we'll wait for the 2D6, but we'll see what happens here. Alexander, the Astrodome on their feet, hoping Walling can come through with a big-time hit. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 6, that's going to be a tough 14, and that is a huge swing and a miss by Walling. Strike 3, 2 outs in the inning. And here's Davis. Davis today is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Alexander trying to get out of this inning. Davis would love to extend it. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. Fans of the Astrodome are still on their feet. Alexander will set, and he will pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 48. And an in-play 48 is just going to be too high. That'll be a grounder over to third. Ramirez will get that one. He will take his time, throw it over to first, and that will retire the side as the Braves dodge a bullet. 2 hits, but the Astros can't do anything with it. They still only lead 2-0 after 5. Stadium groans. Ugh. The Astros had something good going, but they couldn't take advantage of it. Just catching up with a few things here, making sure everything's quiet. As we are headed for the top of the 6th, leading off for the Braves is Hubbard. Hubbard today is 1 for 1 with a single. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby once again. He will set, here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. Let's see, 8 will be a tough 42 against a lefty. Hubbard's going to get frozen by a changeup for strike 3. That is out number 1. Here's Alexander. Alexander had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. Unfortunately, he's now got to try to help his own cause. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby, and he will pitch. 5, that is a tough 25. That won't help his own cause. That'll be a bad swing, as Alexander will be retired on strikes. 2 out in the inning. Here's Sample. Sample today is 0 for 2. Nepper with a masterful outing here. He will get the sign from Ashby. He will set, and he will pitch. 5, that'll be a tough 96. And a tough 96, that'll be a fly ball into left field. Cruz will get under that one for the Astros. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Braves here in the top of the 6th. Still 2-0 Astros as we get set for the bottom of the 6th. Both pitchers will be at their fatigue innings after this. Alexander finishing up his warm-up tosses as the ever-dangerous Bass steps into the batter's box. Bass is 1 for 2 with a single, but he's hit into a double play today as well. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 8, that's going to be a tough 54. And against a righty, that's just going to be a little bit too high. That's going to be lined over to short. Thomas will put up his glove where the ball will slam into it for out number 1. And here's Cruz. Cruz today is 1 for 2 with a single, but he's also struck out today. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 10, that'll be an in-play 88. That's going to be way too high to do anything with it. That'll be grounded over to second. Waiting for that one is going to be Hubbard. He'll make the play. 2 outs in the inning. Two outs for Ashby. Ashby today is 0 for 2. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict once again. He will set, here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 6, that'll be a tough 48. And against a righty, Ashby is just going to get frozen enough by a slider. He'll work a tough at-bat out of it, but he's going to retire on strikes. That will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros here in the bottom of the 6th. Still 2-0 Houston after 6. Top of the 7th brings us to the top of the Braves order. Here's Griffey. Griffey today is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out. Nepper putting on a show here. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 10, that's an in-play 7, and Griffey's going to get into one. He's going to lead off, smack that one, and Griffey will have a double. Now all of a sudden we've got trouble for the Astros. Here's Murphy. Murphy today is 0 for 2 though. Nepper knows he's got to bear down here. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby. Fans here at the Astrodome on their feet hoping Nepper can nail this down. Nepper will set and he will pitch. 11, that's going to be a defense check. Let's see who we're checking here. We're checking for an error on the pitcher. Uh-oh. His error rating, Nepper's error rating is a 3. .88, he'll have that with no trouble. And that'll be a ground ball right back to Nepper. Griffey will advance, but that'll be 1 out in the inning. Griffey will make third on the play, though. The infield will move in. Batter now is Horner. Horner today is 0 for 2. Astros trying to keep this a 2-run game. Griffey not doing anything at the plate. They're not doing anything on the bases. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby. Fans here at the Astrodome are on their feet. Nepper will set, and he will pitch. 9. That's a ballpark check. 75 is in play. Nope. A 91. That's going to be grounded over to short. The infield is in. So we are going to... Are they going to surrender the run? Let's see. They brought the infield in. Okay, so... Yeah, we're going to roll the 2d6 and see what happens on the infield in chart. Let's see, that's an 8. Runner on third base is out at home. So Griffey's thrown out. Griffey's thrown out trying to come to the plate. Horner will reach on the fielder's choice. 2 outs in the inning. Stadium cheers. Yay! Here's Ramirez. Ramirez today is 0 for 2. Nepper happy to see the shutout preserved. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby. He will set, and he will pitch. Let's see, 8. That's a tough 70. And against the lefty, that's going to be bounced over to second. Grabbing that will be Duran. He will make the play himself over to second, and that will retire the side. One hit, a leadoff double, goes to waste for the Braves. We are just under 40 minutes in, and we're already at the 7th inning stretch. Sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." I will take a small break. The next time we get together for Payoff Pitch Baseball in particular, we will be at Olympic Stadium in Montreal, Quebec, Canada the day after Christmas for the 2001 demo game. That will be at Olympic Stadium in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, as the Detroit Tigers will be playing the Montreal Expos in a rematch from the 1985 World Series. In case you're new to the channel, the way I do my demo games for all of my sports replays is it features the finals of the previous season replay. So that's why for baseball, we're using the 1985 World Series as our 2001 demo game. For the other sports, in football, the demo game for the next football season would be the Dallas Cowboys against the Oakland Raiders. For hockey, it'll be the New Jersey Devils against the San Jose Sharks. I know other channels use historical games. I like to have a little bit more continuity in having the championship from my previous replay, just because it gives me a guaranteed way to present the banner to the winning team and basically get the commissioner of this network booed out of the building. So that's the rationale there. Anyway, enough ramble on that. Bottom of the 7th brings us to the bottom of the Astros order. Let's keep this game moving right along. Here's Reynolds. Reynolds is 0 for 2 today. Both pitchers pitching well. Alexander on the wrong side of a 2-0 deficit. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict, and he will pitch. 10 will be an in-play 66. That'll be grounded over to short. Waiting for that one is going to be Thomas. He will make the play for out number 1. Nepper may have struck out twice, but he's pitching well, so the Astros are going to let him pitch again here. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a ballpark check. 44 for a lefty is in play. And a 65 is going to be miles too high to do anything with it. That'll be a ground ball over to second. Hubbard will make the play over to first. 2 outs in the inning. Nepper does something different. Instead of striking out, he grounds out. And here's Duran. Duran tonight is 2 for 2 with a single, a double, and a walk. Probably not going to make the cycle barring anything crazy happening. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is another ballpark check. 84 will also be in play. He's a lefty. He's batting lefty against the right-handed Alexander. A 26 against a righty. That'll be a base hit by Duran. He will extend the inning with a 2-out single. Here's Hatcher. Hatcher today is 1 for 3 with a single. Alexander trying to keep this game right where it is. He will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 23, and against a righty, that'll be a single. Runner on first, soft blooper into short left field. Runner on first advances 2 bases, so Duran will make it to third. Hatcher will go to first, as now we've got runners on the corners with 2 outs. And here's the ever-dangerous Walling. Walling today is 0 for 3, though. We are going to get some activity in the Braves' bullpen, as starting to get loose for the Braves will be, this is the one peril of not having Digital Diamond available to me, because I don't have the as-played lineups. Well, I do have the starting lineups, but I don't have the actual benches and bullpens and all of that, so I'm just kind of pulling out whoever looks like they'd make the most sense to come in. They're going to get Paul Ossenmacher warming up are the Braves in their bullpen. Walling, very capable of blowing this game open here in the bottom of the 7th. Alexander knows he's got to pitch very carefully. Fans here at the Astrodome are on their feet. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is an in-play 97. The Braves are going to breathe a sigh of relief because that's going to be a fly ball into right field. Sample will get under that one. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 2 hits for the Astros, but they can't do anything with it. Score remains 2-0 Houston after 7. The Astros are going to let Knepper continue to pitch. Here's Thomas leading off the top of the 8th for the Braves. Thomas today is 1 for 2. He's got a single. Knepper will get the sign from Ashby. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 11 is a defense check. We're looking at an error on the third baseman. Third baseman is Walling. His error rating at third base is a 4. He's going to make an error, and that's going to be a single plus an error. So Thomas is going to end up at second on the 1B, on the single, and the E5. Knepper looking at Walling like, what are you doing over there? Here's Benedict. Benedict today, actually, hold on. I marked it on the wrong part of the score sheet. Benedict today is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Knepper trying to keep this game under control. Knepper will get the sign from Ashby. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 87, and a tough 87 is going to be grounded over to short. Grabbing that at short is going to be Reynolds. He will throw it over to first. 1 out in the inning. Thomas will hold. I'm just going to double check that real quick while Hubbard gets his warm-up swings in. Hubbard is 1 for 2. He's got a single. The ball is fielded by the run rating of 7 or higher. Okay, so Thomas does have a run rating of 8, so he will make it over to third. I wasn't sure about that. As Higher Ground Gaming now joins us here at the Astrodome. This is a 1986 game that we're doing, Higher Ground Gaming. The next replay that we're starting is going to start in January. That will be a 2001 season replay. And with Thomas making third, the infield will come in to try to prevent the run from scoring. Yeah. All other situations, batter's out at first base. Runner on second base advances to third. Okay, yep. Just making sure of that. All good, Higher Ground. So Hubbard now trying to get the Braves on the board here. Infield is in to try to prevent the run from scoring. Knepper will get the sign from Ashby. 1 out in the inning. Actually, yeah, 1 out in the inning. Knepper will set, and here comes the pitch. Let's see, 9. That'll be a ballpark check. 54 is in play, though. A 63. 63, that's going to get grounded over to second. Let's see if the Astros can prevent the run from scoring. We need 2D6 once again. Last time they had this situation, they threw the runner out. Let's see if they can do it again. On an 11, that's not likely to reroll all 4 dice and refer to the play at home chart. Let's see, where is the play at home chart? Play at home, here we go. 1986, a year you'd like to forget baseball-wise. Okay, so Hubbard will be safe at first either way. Let's see what the play is here. Alright, now, other runners advance 1 base. Compare the 2d6 total to the runner's run rating. If it's greater than the runner's run rating, the runner's out. It's equal. So that's not less. If it's equal, the runner is safe when the percentile die is 0 to 49. That's a 5. So Thomas will score. Then we'll roll a d6. Catcher drops the ball. If the d6 is greater than the catcher's error rating, catcher is Ashby. His error rating is a 2. Uh-oh. This could be trouble. He will drop it, and Hubbard will make second on the throw, but more importantly, the Braves are on the board here. 2, as I drop the remote, 2-1. Stadium groans. Ugh. As that play will probably keep Alexander in the game, and he will come up to bat. Alexander is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a sacrifice, and I think he's going to run the sacrifice play back again. Yeah. That's going to be a good sacrifice. That'll actually be bunted right in front of the plate. I forgot there's a space. There's a section on the card that indicates where it's hit to. So Hubbard will make third, 2 outs in the inning, and now it's up to Sample to try to bring him in. Sample today is 0 for 3, though. Nepper, hoping to get out of the inning here. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby. Fans here at the Astrodome hoping for a big-time pitch. Nepper will set, and he will pitch. 8. That's going to be a tough 34. And against a lefty, Sample is going to smack that one. He'll have a base hit. Hubbard will score, and we are tied at 2. Stadium groans. Ugh. Let's see. Have I played the Elder Scrolls game by Chip Theory Games? I have not. I've never been the biggest fan of Elder Scrolls. And Patrick M7483 now joins us here at the Astrodome. Fun watching the stream live. Is this my go-to baseball game? Out of the park is all I really do. Thanks for the kind words, Patrick, and welcome in. I don't think you've stopped by the channel yet. As for this being my go-to system, this is one of my go-tos. I actually have a few different baseball sims I go to. This and Season Ticket tend to alternate as my number 1 and number 2 systems, depending on which day of the week you catch me on. 2 outs in the inning. Batter now is Griffey. Griffey has a double, and he got thrown out trying to score. Back in the 7th. Tied at 2-2 here, top of the 8th. The Braves have come all the way back. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby, and he will pitch. 3, that'll be a tough 87, and against a lefty, that'll be grounded over to second. Picking that up for the Astros will be Duran. He will make the play, and that will retire the side. But the Braves get right back in this game. 2 runs on 3 hits, a sacrifice, and 2 errors. But we are tied at 2 as we get set for the bottom of the 8th. You've watched some of my football games but haven't come in live. All good. Glad you've stopped by the channel. We are going to get some activity in the Astros bullpen as well, as starting to get loose for Houston will be they're going to get the Astros are going to get Charlie Kerfeld warming up. Actually, they've got the heart of the order, right. They want to go righty on righty. Yeah, I think they're going to use the middle section being tough. Anywho, middle of the Astros order coming up. Batter now is Davis. Davis is 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. Alexander will get this. This may be a game of which starter blinks first. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 8. That's going to be a tough 96. That'll be way too high to do anything with it. That'll be a fly ball into left field. Getting under that one for the Braves is going to be Griffey. He will make the play for out number 1. And Higher Ground likes the earlier Elder Scrolls games, video games, Arena, and Daggerfall especially. The game uses the engine from too many games with some improvements. Ah, nice. 1 out in the inning, and the batter now is Bass. or from too many bones. That's what you meant. Figured as much. Bass today is 1 for 3 with a single. Alexander will get the sign from Benedict. He will set and he will pitch. Alexander 10 with an in-play 4, and against a righty, Bass is going to smack that one into the outfield. That'll get into the gap. Bass will be safe with a double. And here's Cruz. Cruz today is 1 for 3 with a single today. As Assenmacher continuing to warm up for the Braves. Do they want to lift? The question is, do the Braves want to lift Alexander here and go? Actually, I would be righty on lefty either way. Actually, do they want to go lefty on lefty? I think the answer to that is yes. The Braves are going to take Alexander out of the game here. He's done a wonderful job, although Bass is still Alexander's problem. I'm just going to total up numbers on Alexander real quick. He went 7 1/3. Lots of nice etched dice and great character development. Which is your favorite? Nice. And apparently in this one, Higher Ground is a Braves fan. 7 1/3. He gave up one. Wait. I gotta look down here. Seven, 8, 9, 31, 2. If Bass scores, Alexander will be on the hook for the loss. If he doesn't, he'll get a no decision. Coming in to pitch for the Braves now, Paul Assenmacher. 7 3 with a 2.50 ERA. 68 innings pitched, 61 hits, 5 homers, 26 walks, 56 strikeouts in 86. He'll be in charge of getting the Braves out of trouble here with 1 out. With 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Bass on its second. Cruz hoping to bring the go-ahead run in. Assenmacher will get the sign from Benedict. He will set and he will pitch. 10. That's a ballpark check. 67 is in play though. That could be a break for the Braves. Except a 13 won't be against a lefty. That'll be a base hit for Cruz. As we are going to end up with runners at the corners with 1 out. And this is these are the Bobby Cox Braves right before they went on their great run of in the 90s. Ah, good to know. Oh, let's see. We've got Ashby here. This is a tough decision. Do you play the infield in, try to keep... Actually, I think you've got to play the infield in to try to keep the go-ahead run from scoring. I was going to say, do you maybe play for the double play and try to get out of the inning? But no, I think you play it safe here, and go and try to bring the infield in to try to keep the runner from scoring. Especially since Ashby is capable of taking the lead here with 1 swing of the bat. Assenmacher looking in at Benedict for the sign. Fans here at the Astrodome are on their feet. Assenmacher will set, and he will pitch. 6. That is a tough 0-0. We're going to have a rare play. We're going to have a tough rare play with runners on base. And I've got to find my rare play chart. So I make sure I've got all of my tough runners on... Here we go. Tough runners on base. A tough 30 says batter strikes out. Pitcher with a wild pitch range that ends in 32 or higher. He does not. Bounces pitch in the dirt. All runners advance on 1 base. If first base was not occupied, or this is the third out of the inning, the batter reaches first base and the inning continues, otherwise the batter's out. So batter will strike out. That'll be 2 outs in the inning as Philip Reynolds now joins us here at the Astrodome. Just in time for a little high drama here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Reynolds. Reynolds today is 0 for 3. Craig Reynolds, not Philip Reynolds, who just stopped by. Ossenmacher trying to get the Braves out of the inning. He will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 6. That is going to be a tough 17. And that's going to be a swing and a miss by Reynolds as the Braves will get out of trouble. Stadium groans. Ugh. 2 hits, but the Braves can't do anything with it, or the Astros can't do anything with it. After a 2-run 8th by the Braves, we are tied at 2 as we head for the 9th inning. And the age-old question of, will we see some top of the 9th inning magic? And the Braves are the right part of the order coming up. They've got the heart of their order coming in with Murphy leading off. Murphy today, though, is 0 for 3. No, not Phillip Rivers. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby. Fans here at the Astrodome hoping Nepper can do what he's been doing all game, keep it right where it is, minus a little bit, with a little bit less of the run scoring that the Braves got up to in the 8th. Kerfeld ready to come in if needed. Nepper will set, and he will pitch. 10, that is an in-play 2. And against the lefty, Murphy's going to smack that one into the outfield. He's going to be on with a leadoff double. And just like that, here come the Braves. Here's Horner. Horner today is 0 for 3. Murphy waiting at second with the go-ahead run. The Astros are going to go with Nepper. Nepper will get the sign from Ashby, and he will pitch. 9 is going to be a ballpark check. Uh-oh, this may have backfired. 11's wheelhouse for Horner. And a 66, yep. Going with Nepper just backfired because Bob Horner just gave the Braves the lead with a boom! High, deep, gone. Home run, Bob Horner. 4-2, Braves. Stadium barfs. Bleh. Higher Ground Gaming cheers. Yay! Here's Ramirez, and that's going to be it for Nepper. Ramirez today is 0 for 3. But the Astros went with Nepper a little bit too long. We'll total up numbers for Nepper. He went 8+. It was actually 8 very good innings of. It was actually 7 very good innings, and then the 8th is kind of where everything fell off the rails. So let's see. He gave up. By staying in too long, Nepper's actually on the hook for the loss here. And coming into pitch is Charlie Kerfeld. 11-2 with a 2.59 ERA. 93 innings pitched, 71 hits, 5 homers, 42 walks, 77 strikeouts in 86. The Braves are going to get activity in the bullpen. They don't want any funny business here. They're going to start getting their closer. Gene Garver, warming up. Kerfeld hoping to stop the damage right here. Kerfeld will get the sign from Ashby. He will set, and he will pitch. Kerfeld, 7. That'll be a tough 70 against a righty. And that's going to get grounded over to second. Picking that up will be Duran. he will make the play for out number 1. Here's Thomas. Thomas today is 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles. 4-2 Braves, top of the 9th. It's Gene Garber. Kerfeld will get the sign from Ashby, and he will pitch. 3 will be an in-play 18, and Thomas is going to extend the inning with a single. Infield will go to double play depth, as the batter now is Benedict. Benedict today is 0 for 3. He's grounded out to short all 3 times. Thomas, not a threat to steal. He's not going anywhere. Thomas will get the sign from Kerfeld. Or, not Thomas. Kerfeld will get the sign from Ashby. There we go. Kerfeld will set, and he will pitch. 11. That's going to be a patient 17. And against a righty, Benedict is plenty patient enough to work a walk. And suddenly the Braves seem to have the Midas touch here. Next up is Hubbard. Hubbard today is 2 for 3. He's also got 2 singles and advanced on an error. He was actually good with the Royals. I take it he must not have been that good with the Braves, though. Anywho, I wouldn't know. I was all of 1 in 1986. Kerfeld will get the sign from Ashby, and it's 10:30. I can judge that by the sirens. Kerfeld will set, and he will pitch. Snake Eyes is a defense check. We're looking at an error on the third baseman. Third baseman for the Astros is Walling. His error rating is a 4. .64, that'll be an out, and that'll be a ground ball and an advance. So that'll be grounded over to third, making the play is Walling. The only play he has is to first. 2 outs in the inning, but everybody moves up. One of the greatest sports, what if is what would have happened to Elway as a Yankee if the Colts-Broncos trade had not happened. What happened to Elway as a Yankees player if the Colts-Broncos trade hadn't happened? I guess I wasn't aware Elway was in line for baseball as well. Ossenmacher is going to come out of the game. The Braves are going to go to the bench. Let's see, coming in to face Kerfeld as a pinch hitter. Let's see, he's a righty. Do they want a... They're going to bring in Ozzie Virgil to pinch hit for the Braves. Against a righty, 13 home runs, 38 walks. And was actually mistaken. You were confusing with Al Habrowski. I figured something wasn't right, but Philip weighing in that yes, Elway was pretty good at baseball too. Anywho, Kerfeld's trying to get the Astros out of the inning. There are 2 outs in the inning. Okay. Just making sure I had that straight. Right. Kerfeld will try to hold it right where it is. He will get the sign from Ashby. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 15, and that'll be a pretty bad swing against the righty Kerfeld. That will retire the side. But the Braves do take the lead. 2 runs on 3 hits and a walk. A 2-run bomb by Bob Horner. Score is now 4-2 Braves, as the Braves get some top of the 9th inning magic. The question now becomes, will we see some bottom of the 9th inning magic? I know Higher Ground Gamer wants to see all of the 9th inning magic. He is hoping that the Astros have a wizard here in the Astrodome to shake off the memories of 1985 for Houston. I'm going to total up numbers on both Ossenmacher and Kerfeld. Here he is. So he went .2, gave up 1 hit, no runs, no earned, no walks, struck out 2. Faced 3. Right now, Ossenmacher is in line for the win. Coming in to pitch for the Braves is the closer, Gene Garber. 5-5 with a 2.54 ERA and 24 saves. 78 innings pitched, 76 hits, 3 homers, 20 walks, 56 strikeouts in 1986. Kerfeld is going to come out of the game. We're not going to worry about getting anybody up in the Astros bullpen just yet. Coming in to pinch hit for the Astros is going to be Davey Lopes. Actually, yeah, Davey Lopes. 1 home run, 2 walks against right-handed pitching in 86. Catching up with chat. Tom Brady was also a catching prospect with the Montreal Expos. Didn't know that either. Anywho, let's see if Garber can keep this game right where it is and get it over with. Garber will get the sign from Benedict. Fans here at the Astrodome hoping Houston gets some bottom of the 9th inning magic. Garber will set, and he will pitch. 10 is an in-play 13. And against a righty, Lopes will start us off with a single. That'll bring Duran to the plate. Duran today is 3 for 3. He's got a double, 2 singles, and he's walked. The infield is at double play depth. Ooh. Duran already the tying run coming to the plate. Let's see. Lopes is he's a B2. On stealing. Do you try to steal here? I would be very hesitant to try to steal in this spot because you've got the tying run at the plate right now. I know I've got my steal chart here somewhere. No, not Duran. I'm trying to see what chance he'd translate to, but I'm pretty sure you still don't try to steal here. Especially with a tying run at the plate. And a chance of getting thrown out. You could try to get the jump. Oh, I bet it's over here. Yep, here it is. What did we say? He's a B2. He would be a normal chance. Yeah, they're not going to try to have him steal here. Especially not with the tying run at the plate. Garber will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is an in-play 61, and that'll be a fly ball into right field. Coming under that for the Braves is going to be Sample. He will make the play for out number 1. What a time for Duran to not get a hit. Duran had the hot bat all game. Not the time for it to go cold if you're an Astros fan. Here's Hatcher. Hatcher today is 2 for 2. His last 2 at-bats have both been singles. He would be considered probably hot and history maker. Garber will get the sign from Benedict. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a tough 21, and that's going to be a called strike 3 on Hatcher. He gets frozen by a changeup for strike 3. That is out number 2. And the last chance for the Astros, once I get all of this updated, will come to Denny Walling. Walling today is 0 for 4. His bat has gone completely ice cold. Fans here at the Astrodome are on their feet. He wasn't hungry like the wolf. Clearly not. Fans here at the Astrodome hoping Walling can come through and extend this game. Garber and the Braves hoping this will end right here. Garber gets the sign from Benedict. Fans at the Astrodome are on their feet. Garber gets a sign he likes. He will set. He will kick, and here comes the pitch. 10 will be an in-play 70, and that's grounded over to short. Grabbing that is Thomas. He's up with it. He'll run to second base, jump on the bag himself. That's your game. The Atlanta Braves steal this one from the Houston Astros by a final score of 4-2, as the Astros are not able to shake their memories of 1985. Stadium groans. Ugh. Final line score coming up. For the Braves, 4 runs on 9 hits and no errors. For the Astros, 2 runs on 10 hits and 2 errors. Winning pitcher today is Paul Ossenmacher. He will get the win in relief. Bob Nepper, staying in a little too long, will end up with the loss, and Gene Garber will pick up the save. And that'll do it for this playthrough of Payoff Pitch Baseball. Before we sign off, though, we are going to crack open the advent calendar that we've been going through on the channel. We should be continuing our pink set of dice. So let's see what we've got in here. We've got entry number 20 right here. So let's see what we've got in here. In here, we've got the D12 from that pink and white dice set that we've been cracking. And since I'm storing it in my cool little sword dice holder, that should go right about in there. So we still got the D4, the D10, the D20, and the D... I think that's... Well, one of these is going to be for the D8. I think this is probably the... Excuse me. I think this is probably the D8 space right here. Just a guess on my part, but that'll do it for this playthrough of Payoff Pitch Baseball. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a little Saturday morning baseball on the channel. There's going to be at least one more game on the channel, probably 2, but don't hold me to that. I do still want to, yet this month, I still want to get to Inside Pitch and Fall Classic, since I like running through all my baseball sims at least once during Advent of the Phoenix like this, just as kind of a little sanity check for me, if you will. The next time Payoff Pitch will be back in the spotlight will be the cool dice holder. Where did I get it? That actually came out on Friday, Thursday. That actually came out on Wednesday, out of this spot in the advent calendar that we've been cracking. So that was actually the entry for the 17th. That's where that came from. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, the next time Payoff Pitch Baseball in particular is on the channel will be the day after Christmas, and we'll be at Olympic Stadium in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, for the 2001 demo game between the Detroit Tigers and the Montreal Expos. As for what else is coming up on the channel, as far as what's scheduled, later today, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the Corleone family cookbook as we make the entree, shrimp scampi. Tomorrow morning, we'll be starting a football day. Actually, we'll be playing at least one football game on the channel tomorrow, as we're playing second season football by Play Games. There will be no videos over the week of Christmas, except for maybe a Christmas episode of Mystical Munchies, as I will be traveling. The next video after I sign off for the last video tomorrow, well, after I sign off for Christmas Mystical Munchies, will be the 2001 demo game. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point, so I'm going to shut up and take a break. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone. The Houston Astros walked into the top of the 8th inning in control of this game, and then the Braves scored 4 unanswered runs between the 8th and the 9th innings to take this one by a final score of 4-2. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys later.